I stood with the phone lit up and your name on it, the one I've kept despite the better angels, and thought about the call for long enough that the screen went dark and saved me from myself. I've rehearsed the conversation 17 ways, and none of them end where I need them to. The version where you answer and are glad exists primarily in my own imagination. What would I even say after everything that's settled? What would the first word be? After months of practice, silence, the space between hello and what I mean is wider than the call itself. What would I even say, if you picked up in the air between us open? What would I even say after all the time I spent not saying it? Hold the phone, the weight of all the unsaid between us. What would I even say to you? There's a version where I say I'm calling just because, and you say just because is fine with me. And we talk about the small things until the large ones find their way in through the gaps. But that requires a courage I misplaced somewhere between the last time and right now. And so I stood and let the screen go dark and put the phone down and made tea instead. Well, what would I even say after everything that's settled? What would the first word be? After months of practice, silence, the space between hello and what I mean is wider than the call itself. What would I even say, if you picked up in the air between us open? What would I even say after all the time I spent not saying it? Hold the phone, the weight of all the unsaid between us. What would I even say to you after everything? To you, the first word would be to you, and then I don't know what would I even say to you. I don't know. Oh, what would I even say if you picked up in the air between us open? What would I even say after all the time I spent not saying it? Hold the phone, the weight of all the unsaid between us. What would I even say to you? Hold the phone, hold the phone to you. What would I say to you? I flipped back through the notebook for a reference and found 3 pages written in your hand. You borrowed it one afternoon for something and left yourself behind without intending. The pen pressure you use is heavier than mine. The letters lean a different way than my letters lean, and I sat with the notebook like a document of something I had thought was fully gone. Your handwriting arrived without announcement in the middle of a notebook that is mine. 3 pages that you wrote and I've been carrying without knowing you were there. Found in my notebook of the pages isn't private. Notes from something that no longer matters. But the handwriting is everything besides the content. The pressure and the lean and the specific you. I closed the notebook and I opened it again, and sat with it a while in the afternoon light, and thought about the afternoon you wrote them, before the afternoon became this afternoon. Your handwriting around without announcement, in the middle of a notebook that is mine. 3 pages that you wrote and I've been carrying, without knowing you were there. Found in my notebook, your handwriting between my own like something planted. Found in my notebook, 3 pages that I didn't know were there. Pen on page, the specific weight of how you hold a pen. Found in my notebook, still yours, still yours. The lean of it, still yours. The pressure on the page, found in my notebook, still yours. 3 pages, still yours. In my notebook, your handwriting between my own like something planted. Found in my notebook, 3 pages that I didn't know were there. Pen on page, the specific weight of how you hold a pen. Found in my notebook, still yours, still yours. Pen on page, still yours. Found in my notebook, still yours. I don't need to be okay with it today. Today is not the deadline I've been given, but somewhere in the calendar of healing is a day that has okay written on it. And I'm moving toward it at the pace I'm moving, which is slower than I like and faster than I feared. And the day is somewhere on the other side of all this, which is further than today and closer than last year. I'm not asking for okay right now, just for the direction of okay. The knowledge that okay exists somewhere in a future that I'm walking slowly toward. One day I'll be okay, I'll be okay with the thing that I'm not okay with yet. One day I'll be okay, I'll be okay with the specific weight that I'm still carrying. Not today, but one day in the calendar of after. One day I'll be okay, I'll be okay. One day. The people who have been here say it's true, that one day is a real day, not a promise. And I'm choosing to believe them from inside it, because the alternative is staying here forever. And I don't wanna stay here forever. I want the version of myself that's further on, the one who looks back at this particular hill and sees it as a hill that I got over. I'm not asking for okay right now, just for the direction of okay. The knowledge that okay exists somewhere in a future that I'm walking slowly toward. One day I'll be okay, I'll be okay with the thing that I'm not okay with yet. One day I'll days nowhere to go until the afternoon, without your name appearing in my thinking. And those days are increasing in their frequency, which is what getting there looks like from inside. It's not dramatic and it doesn't feel like progress. It feels like ordinary Tuesday afternoons, where the missing is there but quieter than before. And the quieter is what I'm calling better. I'm not gonna tell you I'm over it, because over it is a country I'm still traveling. But I am traveling, and that's the difference from the months when I wasn't going anywhere. Slowly but I am, slowly but I am getting to the version where this is behind me. Slowly but I am, slowly but I am on the road that doesn't have a map but has a direction. Step by step, step by step, the progress that is invisible until it isn't. Slowly but I am, slowly but I am getting there. I laughed at something yesterday without noting that the laugh was happening without you in it. The way I used to laugh before you mattered. And maybe that's the thing that getting there looks like. Not the absence of the feeling, but its volume turned down low enough to live beside it. Me still living in the room beside it. Slowly and imperfectly, but getting there. I'm not gonna tell you I'm over it, because over it is a country I'm still traveling. But I am traveling, and that's the difference from the months when I wasn't going anywhere. Slowly but I am, slowly but I am getting to the version where this is behind me. Slowly but I am, slowly but I am on the road that doesn't have a map but has a direction. Step by step, step by step, the progress that is invisible until it isn't. Slowly but I am, slowly but I am getting there, getting there. Slowly getting there without a map. Slowly but I am getting there, and that's enough. Getting there, the direction. Getting there, slowly but I am, slowly but I am, slowly but I am getting to the version where this is behind me. Slowly but I am, slowly but I am on the road that doesn't have a map but has a direction. Step by step, step by step, the progress that is invisible until it isn't. Slowly but I am, slowly but I am getting there, getting there. Step by step, getting there. Slowly but I am getting there. There's a whole neighborhood I've been avoiding since you moved to it at the start of last year. Not dramatically, just practically. The routes I take don't go that way anymore. I've rerouted my entire western side around the coordinate of your existence. And my city has become a smaller city with a territory I've decided not to enter. The practical geography of loss is streets that used to be just streets, now carrying the weight of your proximity in every postcode adjacent to yours. I avoid that area, the whole western side that contains you somewhere. I avoid that area, and my city got smaller when you moved there. Around and around, around and around, the detour that became the only route. I avoid that area, that area. My friend lives 2 streets from your building, and I take the bus that doesn't pass your building. And she has noticed that I always arrive doesn't pass your street. She knows why and she lets me at the detour, the way that good friends let you at the detour. And one day I'll go back to the direct route, and the area will be an area again. The practical geography of loss is streets that used to be just streets, now carrying the weight of your proximity in every postcode adjacent to yours. I avoid that area, the whole western side that contains you somewhere. I avoid that area, and my city got smaller when you moved there. Around and around, around and around, the detour that became the only route. I avoid that area, that area, the detour, that area, the western side, that area, the area, that area. And one day we'll just be an area. I avoid that area, not yet. I avoid that area, the whole western side that contains you somewhere. I avoid that area, and my city got smaller when you moved there. Around and around, around and around, the detour that became the only route. I avoid that area, that area, that area, around and around, that area. I avoid it, not yet. The ending and no ceremony to speak of, no grand gesture and no final confrontation, just the gradual trailing off of contact that became the ending by its absence. I've had endings with more shape to them, the ones that have a moment you can point to, and this one has only the not hearing, which became the ending by accumulation. The quiet goodbye is a particular kind of heart, the ending that ends without announcing, that leaves you searching for the ending moment and finding only the absence in its place. No grand gesture, no grand gesture, the ending that arrived through accumulated silence. No grand gesture, no grand gesture, the goodbye that didn't have a goodbye in it. Quiet and slow, quiet and slow, the trailing off of everything between us. No grand gesture, no grand gesture, just gone. I thought about reaching out to name the ending, to give it the shape it didn't give itself, but the naming will require the reaching, and the reaching requires more than I have at the moment. So the ending remains unnamed and unannounced, the quiet goodbye that neither of us gave, and I carry the unnamed thing in the way that unnamed things get carried. The quiet goodbye is a particular kind of heart, the ending that ends without announcing, that leaves you searching for the ending moment and finding only the absence in its place. No grand gesture, no grand gesture, the ending that arrived through accumulated silence. No grand gesture, no grand gesture, the goodbye that didn't have a goodbye in it. Quiet and slow, quiet and slow, the trailing off of everything between us. No grand gesture, no grand gesture, just gone, just gone. The quiet goodbye has gone, just gone. No moment to point to, no grand grand gesture. The ending that arrived through accumulated silence. No grand gesture, no grand gesture. The goodbye that didn't have a goodbye in it. Quiet and slow, quiet and slow. Trailing off of everything between us. No grand gesture, no grand gesture. Just gone, just gone. Quiet and slow. No grand gesture. Just gone. I found the door that nobody remembers, the one that opens to the roof at night, and stood up there above the city breathing in ways I couldn't manage at my desk. The ventilation hums its constant nothing, and far below the streets do what streets do. Up here I'm not an employee or a person, I'm just a body standing in the dark. I come up here when I run out of places where I can be exactly what I am, which is tired and small and somehow still standing above a city that doesn't know my name. Nobody knows I'm here, knows I'm here, standing on this rooftop in the middle of the night. Nobody knows I'm here, knows I'm here, and for once that feels like something close to free. Wind and dark, the whole city humming underneath my feet. Nobody knows I'm here, just me. I left the meeting early in my head, long before my body found the exit, and walked the stairs up instead of down, because some nights the ground is not the answer. The stars are faint behind the light pollution, but I can find the shape of them if I try. And trying feels like something worth the effort, on a night when effort felt like too much. I come up here when I run out of places where I can be exactly what I am, which is tired and small and somehow still standing above a city that doesn't know my name. Nobody knows I'm here, knows I'm here, standing on this rooftop in the middle of the night. Nobody knows I'm here, knows I'm here, and for once that feels like something close to free. Wind and dark, the whole city humming underneath my feet. Nobody knows I'm here, just me. Just me and the dark and the sound of everything below me. Just me and the cold and the feeling of being nobody. Just me up here when nobody needs anything from me. Just me tonight. Nobody knows I'm here, standing on this rooftop in the middle of the night. Nobody knows I'm here, and for once that feels like something close to free. Wind and dark, the whole city humming underneath my feet. Nobody knows I'm here, just me. Just me. Wind and dark, just me. Nobody knows, just me. I cleaned the house on Saturday from scratch. Not the surface clean that counts for nothing, the kind that gets behind the things you move, and under what you haven't lifted in a while. There's something in the cleaning that is therapy, without the name and without the appointment. The physical act of making something better that you can see immediately and measure. The floor came first because the floor is honest. It shows exactly what has been going on, and I scrubbed it with the focus of a person who needs to change one thing they have control of. Starting from the floor, the clean that begins with the most honest surface. Starting from the floor, and working upward through the room I live in. Scrub and clear, the physical version of beginning over. Starting from the floor, today. By afternoon the surfaces were clean, and I stood in the doorway looking at the room and felt the specific satisfaction of the visible, the kind that other work doesn't always offer. The room looked different from the room I've been in, and I was different from the person who had started. Not completely different and not permanently, but different in the way of a clean floor. The floor came first because the floor is honest. It shows exactly what has been going on, and I scrubbed it with the focus of a person who needs to change one thing they have control of. Starting from the floor, the clean that begins with the most honest surface. Starting from the floor, and working upward through the room I live in. Scrub and clear, the physical version of beginning over. Starting from the floor, today, the floor, then everything above it. Starting from the floor, and something shifted in the scrubby. Starting from the floor, today. Starting from the floor, the clean that begins with the most honest surface. Starting from the floor, and working up and through the room I live in. Scrub and clear, the physical version of beginning over. Starting from the floor, today. Scrub and clear, today. Starting from the floor, today. I spent an evening reading your text for a meaning, the kind that lives beneath the actual words, and found approximately 7 interpretations of each message in the thread between us. The problem with reading between the lines is that the space between the lines is empty, and the reader fills it with whatever they're carrying, which in my case was a considerable amount. I convinced myself of several things that evening that the text confirmed and the text did not confirm. And then I asked about the things I convinced myself of, and the asking clarified the actual contents. I looked too hard at the space between the words you actually said. I looked too hard, and found the things I was looking for inside me. Read and reread the text that meant exactly what they said. I looked too hard at the in-between. The clarification arrived the following morning in a message that was clearer than my evening had been, and the clarity confirmed the simpler reading, which was available the whole time if I let it. I've learned something about myself from this, in the way you learn things from the evenings, and in the morning simpler reading of the thing you too complicated in the dark. I convinced myself of several things that evening, that the text confirmed and the text did not confirm. And then I asked about the things I convinced myself of, and the asking clarified the actual contents. I looked too hard at the space between the words you actually sent. I looked too hard, and found the things I was looking for inside me. Read and reread the text that meant exactly what they said. I looked too hard at the in-between, the empty space, at the in-between that I feel with me. I look too hard at the in-between. Next time I'll take at the in-between, the simpler reading. I look too hard at the in-between. I look too hard at the space between the words you actually sent. I look too hard, and found the things I was looking for inside me. Read and reread the text that meant exactly what they said. I look too hard at the in-between, at the in-between. Reread, I look too hard at the in-between. I look too hard at the in-between. I've started sitting on your side of the couch sometime in the months since you've been gone. Not deliberately at first, just finding myself there, and then deliberately because it's mine now. The couch doesn't know which side was whose, and I've been reclaiming the geography slowly, the way you reclaim the geography of yourself after someone has lived in some of it for a while. There's a version of reclaiming that feels like winning, and a version that feels like what it actually is, which is sitting in the space where someone used to be, and calling it yours because it has to be. I sit there now, I sit there now. Your side of the couch is mine now by necessity. I sit there now, I sit there now, and the couch doesn't know the difference. My side now, the whole couch is mine, and I'm still adjusting now. I sit there now, I sit there. The view from your side is a different view of the same room that I've been in for years, and I've started seeing things from your old angle, which is one of the stranger gifts of this. Not the gift I would have chosen, obviously, but the gift of a new angle on the same room. It's something that I'm counting the some things, and the months of counting what I have. There's a version of reclaiming that feels like winning, and a version that feels like what it actually is, which is sitting in the space where someone used to be, and calling it yours because it has to be. I sit there now, I sit there now. Your side of the couch is mine now by necessity. I sit there now, I sit there now, and the couch doesn't know the difference. My side now, the whole couch is mine, and I'm still adjusting now. I sit there now, I sit there. there now. The plan is still alive at the end of week 6, which is longer than any plan I've owned survived. And I've been watering it on the actual schedule, which is new behavior for a person like me. The plan doesn't know it's being tended better, it just responds to the actual upbringing. The respondent is ever busy enough that showing up consistently produces results. The plan is teaching me something about attention without trying to and without knowing it's teaching. Just living in the pop by the south window, getting what it needs because I remember to give it. Still alive in week 6, alive in week 6. The plan that has survived my actual attention. Still alive in week 6, alive in week 6. The evidence that consistency produces something. Water and light, water and light, the two things that the plan needed and received. Still alive in week 6, alive in week 6. Still alive. A new leaf arrived last week without announcement, small and folded in on itself and certain. And I look at it for longer than a new leaf warrants, and felt something that a new leaf gave me. The new leaf arriving is the plan, something that I needed to hear from somewhere, which is that consistency produces new things even when you're not watching for them to arrive. The plan is teaching me something about attention without trying to and without knowing it's teaching. Just living in the pop by the south window, getting what it needs because I remember to give it. Still alive in week 6, alive in week 6. The plan that has survived my actual attention. Still alive in week 6, alive in week 6. The evidence that consistency produces something. Water and light, water and light, the two things that the plan needed and received. Still alive in week 6, alive in week 6. Still alive, still alive. The new leaf, still alive. Week 6, still alive in week 6. Still alive. And the new leaf, still alive. Said something, still alive. And the new, still alive. Said something, still alive, still alive. In week 6, still alive in week 6, alive in week 6. The plan that has survived my actual attention. Still alive in week 6, alive in week 6. The evidence that consistency produces something. Water and light, water and light, the two things that the plan needed and received. Still alive in week 6, alive in week 6. Still alive, still alive. Water and light, still alive. Week 6, still alive. The sore throat arrived on a Sunday evening, which is the worst time and also secretly the best, because by Monday morning I had reason to send the message that I wasn't coming in. I lay in bed at 9 a.m. on Monday and felt the guilty pleasure of the horizontal, the world continuing its regular Tuesday, while I conducted mine from underneath the duvet. There's a specific quality to being sick that permits the rest the wellness won't allow. The body giving what the mind won't grant, the permission to stop for a day. Finally allowed to rest, allowed to rest. The sick day that I wouldn't take for nothing. Finally allowed to rest, allowed to rest. The fever giving me the permission. Under blankets, the only acceptable reason to start moving. Finally allowed to rest today. By afternoon I felt well enough for guilty, the kind that comes with unearned horizontal time, but sick enough to stay inside the duvet and let the guilt be evidence of conscience. The phone and notifications I ignored, and meetings that rearranged themselves without me, and nothing collapsed in my absence, which is information I'll file away for later. There's a specific quality to being sick that permits the rest that wellness won't allow. The body giving what the mind won't grant, the permission to stop for a day. Finally allowed to rest, allowed to rest. The sick day that I wouldn't take for nothing. Finally allowed to rest, allowed to rest. The fever giving me the permission. Under blankets, the only acceptable reason to stop moving. Finally allowed to rest today. Under blankets, the sick day rest. Finally allowed to rest today, and nothing collapsed today without me. Finally allowed to rest today. Finally allowed to rest, allowed to rest. The sick day that I wouldn't take for nothing. Finally allowed to rest, allowed to rest. The fever giving me the permission. Under blankets, the only acceptable reason to stop moving. Finally allowed to rest today. Under blankets, finally allowed today. The Sunday came and it was just a Sunday, not the fickle Sunday that it's been for months. The usual way didn't arrive with the morning, and I noticed its absence the way you notice silence. I made the coffee and I did the ordinary things, and the ordinary things felt ordinary, not heavy with the context they've been carrying, just things done on a Sunday in a room. I've been waiting for a Sunday like this one, without knowing I was counting the difficult ones. And this one arrived without announcement, and I received it with the gratitude it deserved. Something changed, something changed. The Sunday that was just a Sunday this time. Something changed, something changed. The weight not there when I reached for it this morning. Specific gift of a Sunday that has nothing. Something changed, something changed today. By afternoon I was doing something I liked, without the commentary of the difficult alongside it. And I noticed I was doing it without the commentary, which is the kind of noticing that counts as progress. I don't know what made this Sunday different, and I'm not asking because the asking might disturb it. I'm just accepting the Sunday that it is, and filing it as evidence of the direction. I've been waiting for a Sunday like this one, without knowing I was counting the difficult ones. And this one arrived without announcement, and I received it with the gratitude it deserves. Something changed, something changed. The Sunday that was just a Sunday this time. Something changed, something changed. The weight not there when I reached for it this morning. Something changed, something changed today. Something changed. The Sunday that was just a Sunday this time. Something changed. Something changed. The way not there when I reached for it this morning. Ordinary, ordinary. A specific gift of a Sunday that asked nothing. Something changed. Something changed. Something changed today. Today. Ordinary. Something changed today. Arrested on a Sunday without the justification, without the being tired enough for earning it, without the productive morning that will make it acceptable. Just the rest because the Sunday offered it. I've been attaching reasons to the rest for years, the tiredness or the illness or the earned day. And this Sunday the rest came without the reason, and I took it and it didn't require the reason. The rest without the reason is the harder kind. It requires believing you are worth the rest, not because of what you've done, but because you are the person who is worth the rest by existing. Just because the rest I took without the justification. Just because no tiredness attached and no earning. Sunday soft, Sunday soft. The rest that asked me only to receive it. Just because, just because I rested. By afternoon I've forgotten to feel guilty, which is the progress that the permission makes the rest becoming ordinary, and it's happening instead of the earned exception that it usually is. And I'll try to carry this into the next Sunday, the rest without the reason attached to it, the trust that I am worth the rest by being rather than by doing enough to earn it. Without the reason is the harder kind. It requires believing you are worth the rest, not because of what you've done, but because you are the person who is worth the rest by existing. Just because the rest I took without the justification. Just because no tiredness attached and no earning. Sunday soft, Sunday soft. The rest that asked me only to receive it. Just because, just because I rested. Just because I rested. No reason needed. Just because I rested. I'm worth it. I rested. I existed. Just because I rested. The rest I took without the justification. Just because no tiredness attached and no earning. Sunday soft, Sunday soft. The rest that asked me only to receive it. Just because I rested. Sunday soft. I rested. Just because I rested. She said exceeds expectations in 3 categories. Some meets expectations in the other 2. And I nodded in the way that people nod when the language doesn't match the experience. Exceeds expectations, sounds like something good, and in the metrics it is something good. But the expectation it exceeds was set by people I have never spoken to. I wanted to ask who's reviewing the review, and who decided what exceeds looks like, and whether the person giving it will pass the same assessment from my side. What about mine? What about mine? The review of what this year has cost me. What about mine? What about mine? The expectations I had coming in meet and exceed the language of a life reduced to numbers. What about mine? What about mine? The review. I said thank you, and I meant the parts I meant, and took the form home in my bag that evening, and read it on the couch with different eyes than the ones I used inside the meeting, and thought about the version they don't measure, the loyalty, the late nights, the swallow words, the things that don't fit into categories but cost the most to give consistently. I wanted to ask who's reviewing the review, and who decided what exceeds looks like, and whether the person giving it will pass the same assessment from my side. What about mine? What about mine? The review of what this year has cost me. What about mine? What about mine? The expectations I had coming in meet and exceed the language of a life reduced to numbers. What about mine? What about mine? The review of what I gave, the review of what it cost. What about mine? The review of the person behind the exceeds expectations. What about mine? Oh, what about mine? What about mine? The review of what this year has cost me. Oh, what about mine? What about mine? The expectations I had coming in meet and exceed the language of a life reduced to numbers. What about mine? What about mine? The review. The review. Meet and exceed. The review. Oh, the review. What about mine? The review. The Friday feeling arrives around 3, before the day is technically concluded. The anticipation of the weekend arriving, before the weekend has technically begun. I've been working toward this feeling since Monday, in the way that work weeks work toward the ending. And now it's here with its specific quality, the lightness that the other days don't carry. 3 o'clock on Friday is its own country, with its own particular atmosphere. And there, the work is still in front of me and happening, but the flavor of it changes at 3 Friday. Finally here, the Friday feeling at 3 in the afternoon. Finally here, the weekend waiting at the end of 2 more hours, 2 more hours, 2 more hours, between me and the thing I've been building. I get through the last 2 hours with something extra, the Friday version of the Monday person. And at 5 I close the laptop and mean it, with the specific meaning of a Friday closing, and walk out into the Friday evening there, which is different from the Monday evening there, in ways that are entirely about the context, and entirely real for being entirely context. 3 o'clock on Friday is its own country, with its own particular atmosphere in there. The work is still in front of me and happening, but the flavor of it changes at 3 Friday. Finally here, finally here, the Friday feeling at 3 in the afternoon. Finally here, the weekend waiting at the end of 2 more hours, 2 more hours, 2 more hours, between me and the thing I've been building toward. Finally here, it's Friday, it's Friday. 2 more hours, it's Friday, it's Friday. Feeling finally here. It's Friday. And I close the laptop, it's Friday, and mean it this time. It's Friday, finally here, it's Friday, it's Friday. Finally here, the Friday feeling at 3 in the afternoon. Finally here, the weekend waiting at the end of 2 more hours, 2 more hours, 2 more hours, between me and the thing I've been building toward. Finally here, it's Friday, it's Friday. 2 more hours, it's Friday. 2 more hours, it's Friday. Finally here, it's Friday. I've been writing 3 pages before the coffee, the stream of consciousness that empties something, before the day arrives with its requirements, and asks the brain to be in service of the day. The pages don't care what they receive, they take the circular thought and the half-formed and the thing I've been avoiding in the list, and hold them on the page instead of in the head. By page 3, I've usually reached the actual thing, the one underneath the 3 pages of approach, and it sits there named on the page in the morning light, smaller than it was inside the head. 3 pages before coffee, before coffee, the writing that empties before the day begins. 3 pages before coffee, before coffee, the circular thoughts given somewhere to go. Write it out, the brain unloading into the patient pages. 3 pages before coffee, before coffee, before the day. The practice is 3 weeks old, and already the mornings feel different from the mornings before it. Not lighter necessarily, but more organized. The thoughts haven't been given their place already, and I bring less to the day when I bring the pages, which means I'm more available for what the day actually is, rather than what the unprocessed thoughts make it, which is heavier than the actual day. By page 3, I've usually reached the actual thing, the one underneath the 3 pages of approach, and it sits there named on the page in the morning light, smaller than it was inside the head. 3 pages before coffee, before coffee, the writing that empties before the day begins. 3 pages before coffee, before coffee, the circular thoughts given somewhere to go. Write it out, the brain unloading into the patient pages. 3 pages before coffee, before coffee, before the day. Before the day, the pages before the day, the emptying. 3 coffee before the day. 3 pages before coffee, before coffee. Writing that empties before the day begins. 3 pages before coffee, before coffee. The circular thoughts giving somewhere to go. Write it out, the brain unloading into the patient pages. 3 pages before coffee, before coffee, before the day. Before the day. Write it out before the day. 3 pages before the day. For the day. Thursday is the cruelest of the working days, close enough to feel the Friday coming, far enough that it still requires the whole performance, the meeting and the deadline and the face. I've been doing Thursdays for enough years to know the specific quality of the evening, the tiredness that is almost at the finish, but not quite there and not quite done yet. Friday's promises on Thursday's shoulder and makes Thursday harder by comparison. The almost there of Thursday night is different from the actually there of Friday leaving. So close but not yet, close but not yet. Thursday evening with its almost Friday quality. So close but not yet, close but not yet. One more sleep between me and the weekend. Hold on through the Thursday that is not yet Friday. So close but not yet, close but not yet, not yet. I eat the Thursday dinner without fanfare and do the Thursday laundry if I manage, and watch the Thursday program if there is one, and sleep the Thursday sleep that isn't Friday sleep. And sometime in the night the Thursday becomes Friday without announcement and without ceremony, and by the time the alarm goes off I'm there on the other side of the not yet. Friday's promises on Thursday's shoulder and makes Thursday harder by comparison. The almost there of Thursday night is different from the actually there of Friday leaving. So close but not yet, close but not yet. Thursday even with its almost Friday quality. So close but not yet, close but not yet. One more sleep between me and the weekend. Hold on through the Thursday that is not yet Friday. So close but not yet, close but not yet, not yet. There's a new system for the thing we always did, and the old system that worked fine enough. And the new system has a training module that takes 3 hours and explains what I already know. I do the training with the patience that I've built across the years of new systems that replaced the systems that replaced the systems before them, all of which were solving soft problems. I don't wanna be the person who resists change. I just wanna be the person who asks why now and why this and why again, when the previous version did the thing it needed. Why is it always new, always new? The system that replaces the working system. Why is it always new, always new? The training module for the thing I know. Click through, the mandatory onboarding for existence. Why is it always new, always new again? By module 4 I'm doing 2 things at once, the training and the work I'm being trained to lead. And by module 6 I've clicked through without reading, and marked myself complete without completing. And on Monday the new system goes live, and everything I click is in the wrong place, because the things that used to be on the left to move to somewhere that requires exploration. I don't wanna be the person who resists change. I just wanna be the person who asks why now and why this and why again, when the previous version did the thing it needed. Why is it always new, always new? The system that replaces the working system. Why is it always new, always new? The training module for the thing I know. Click through, the mandatory onboarding for existence. Why is it always new, always new again, again? The new system again, the training module. Why is it always new again? And the old thing again was working fine.